Hey guys, there's a lot of people that talk about the Quran, and after the wake of 9/11, these Muslims that go around killing people because you don't believe in their religion, or being so degrading to women. And I don't know. I don't know nothing about their faith, but I decided, to do some research and find out, if the Quran is true, if the Quran really tells them to do all these mean things, and if the Quran does indeed say these things, how could anybody justify it? So check this out. I decided to do some reading and find out if things like this are true. That God, like I'm reading here, God basically told, their God told them to go into cities and kill people who didn't believe in their faith or didn't agree with their faith. And I think that's crazy. Their God told them to go in to cities and destroy the city, to kill everybody, to kill the women and the children, and save the virgins. We all know about the virgins. Save the virgins, save the little girls, but if there's a little boy, a little 12-year-old boy, and a mom there, hey, kill them. I mean, that's sickening. This book talks about how God sent bears down to maul like kids for making fun of one of the prophets. Like 42 kids were chewed up by bears, a couple bears. This book talks about God supposedly tying a guy up for a year and making him cook his food over crap, like human shit. And then the guy's like, no, but please, I haven't eaten foul meat. So then God supposedly says, okay, you can cook it over cow shit instead. I mean, like one of their men gets mad because they're worshiping some golden thing, so he orders his men to go from tent to tent, and they kill 3,000 of them. And their God supposedly says, oh yeah, if you don't follow my ways, I'll make you eat your children. I'll curse your children and make you eat the fruit of your womb. And, just crazy stuff. Their God believes in slavery. Now, some people argue, well, this was way back then. I mean, it's a peaceful religion now. It's peaceful. That was for back then. But come on, seriously, are we all going to, if you have a God, whether it was back then or now, that orders you to go into to cities and kill unbelievers, would you want to follow that God? Would you want to follow a God that approved of slavery and rape? They even had this one law about you can go out and rape a woman, but you got to pay the dad like 50 pieces of silver, and she's got to marry you. I mean, what kind of law is that? Gathering up children, and one time they gathered up all these people and they brought them back, and the guy's like, no, man, you were supposed to kill everyone. Kill them all. So now they got these women and children, and they're ordered to slaughter them. But he says, save the virgins, divide them amongst you guys, and save the spoils. I mean, we're talking about stealing, conquering, destroying, killing people, man. It's crazy. How could anybody follow a God that would order stuff like that? How do you justify that? Would you honestly justify that? Can we all just sit here in agreement and say, I don't care what you're saying, if God ordered you to do all that stuff, whether it was 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago, it's sickening. Whether you call your religion peaceful now, it sounds like your God was jacked up back then. And they even talk about their God as the God of this world, but we know he's not. We know the true faith. I mean, it's all right here in the book, guys. It's all right here in the book. You can read it for yourself. I took notes. I got notes. Oh, I got all kinds of notes here. Yeah, here's all my notes. You can read all about it. I can only imagine, dang, notes are getting stuck. I can only imagine what the Quran is going to look like. It's got to be way worse. But this one's pretty bad. I don't know, I just thought I'd do some research.